Hello, welcome to the 5 a.m. room. And as today's topic, we're going to be discussing about overcoming the fears of failure. Have you ever wanted to start something, a YouTube channel, a business, apply for a new job, but you did not start or take that step because you're afraid of failing? The truth is that failure or fear of failure have stopped many dreams than failure itself. The fear of failure has stopped so many dreams that failure itself. That's why this morning we're going to discuss about how to overcome the fears of failure and keep moving forward. Number one way is understand that failure is a part of success. Many successful people has failed more than an average individual. In fact, some of the success that we celebrate today came out as a result of failure, as a result of multiple failures. But the difference between them and an average person is that they did not stop at that failure. If you want to know what I'm talking about, go and ask some successful people who have made it in every sector, in media, in oil and gas, in medical, in this. Ask them about their success story. You hear some of them saying they started 12 businesses, they started 10 businesses, and they all failed. And sometimes most of those failure of those businesses gave birth to the businesses that we celebrate today. Get back to those businesses that is ending up changing life and transforming lives. So they understand that failure is also a part of success. Number two, stop worrying about what people will say. Stop worrying about what people will say. One of the greatest reasons people don't start is because they are afraid of being judged. Yes. One of the reasons why people don't start is because they are afraid of being judged. They are thinking, okay, if I start this business, what if the business failed? If I start this business, what if it doesn't work out? What will people say? That has stopped a lot of people from taking steps. You know that there's an idea that you need to start. There's something that I've given to you that you need to start, but you're afraid of what people will say if that thing's failed. So I need you to understand that stop worrying about what people will say, because it actually stops you from it will make you fail. Now, number three point is this: every failure teaches you something. Like I heard before, every failure teaches something. Every mistake leaves a lesson. You'll have started a business, you have started something somewhere, but because you have failed that thing, you have learned. Do you know most of the things that I used to do, that I used to teach people today, came as a result of failure? Yes, because I tried something, it failed. I was able to teach other people because I made it work later on. I kept trying until it started working eventually. So I used that knowledge to teach other people. So every failure teaches you something. Now, you may fail because you may not be prepared. You may fail because you lack experience. You may fail because your strategy wasn't right. But the important thing is that you learn the lesson, you improve, and then you try again. Are you getting me? Now, number 4 point is this: take small steps. I'm talking about how to overcome failure, which means take small steps. Number 4 point. Now, you don't need to know everything before you start. In fact, most of the great things that you see, a lot of people who achieve great things, they don't even know how that thing will turn out, but they took that step. So learn to take small steps. Just like I say, a walk of 1,000 miles always begin with a step. So when you take steps, it will help you, right? I wrote here on my book that said you don't need to know everything before you begin. Start from where you are. One step today is better than waiting for another year of perfect moment. Let me say that again. You don't have to know everything before you start. Start from where you are, and then one step today is much better than waiting for another year of perfect moment. Progress builds confidence. Starting little can help you overcome failure little by little. But you must understand the concept of taking steps without waiting for the perfect opportunity. And number 5 way to overcome the fear of failure is focus on growth and not perfection. Focus on growth and not perfection. Many people never start because they want everything to be perfect. You want to start a business, you want to start a career, or start something, but you're waiting for that perfect moment. You should focus on the growth. Let me tell you something. Your first video will never be perfect. Your first business will never be perfect. Your first speech will never be perfect. You will improve as time goes on. You begin to grow as time goes on. But if you are waiting until everything, you have all the gadgets, you have all the equipment, you have all the money before you start something, you might never start. If you are the best perfect opportunity, time to start anything is now. Because you grow on the journey. You grow as the process begins to grow. Are you getting me? And number 6 is believe in yourself. Number 6 point of how to overcome failure is believe in yourself. You don't need to believe you can succeed. If you don't believe you can succeed, you will give up before you even start. If you don't believe that you yourself, what you're trying to do, you can succeed, you will give up before you even start. Confidence doesn't come before action. Confidence comes after taking action. Are you getting me? So I need you to understand these few points that I've said on how to overcome failure. I'm not going to go through the first point on how to overcome failure. Number 1, understand that failure is part of success, which is number 1 point. Number 2 is stop worrying about what people will say. What people will say. That way it can help you overcome the fear of failure. Number 3, understand that failure teaches you something. When you understand that failure teaches you something, that is one way of overcoming the fears of failure. Number 4, take small steps. When you begin to take small steps, that will help you overcome the fear of failure. And lastly, focus on the growth and not perfection. And that's another way of making you overcome the fears of failure. Thank you so much for watching.